Hey guys, this is just a quick short video about the athlete's heart on USMLE, and a really easy way to understand the physiology behind it is you have two types of athletes. You have your powerlifters who have really big muscles, and then you have your endurance who have really scrawny muscles, but it's for endurance. So things like swimmers, runners, and all these people. And the idea here is that these people with these scrawny arms, they because they're running a lot, or they're like, yeah, because imagine they're running or swimming, the veins they tend to push the blood back into the heart. So there's increase in venous return here. Okay, and the way you can imagine for power lifters is that they have, because of all this muscle, it makes it very difficult for the arteries that are supplying the muscles to actually feed into the heart, and so the heart has to become a lot more thicker. So you can imagine it as actually increasing the afterload. You can imagine this as increasing the preload. And then you can just follow basic physiology from there. When there's a lot more blood coming in, what the heart would do, it would dilate to accommodate. So the walls would be thinner, but not pathologically thin. It's more of a compensatory mechanisms to facilitate more blood being pumped out much more efficiently. And when more blood actually accumulates here, more can be pumped out, and you can have usually they have a slower heart rate, which compensate for that increased cardiac output because the walls are so thin and there's increased end-diastolic volume. There would also be an increased stretch, and there would be increased contractility, so the cardiac output would naturally go up. But there's a compensatory increase in the heart rate, and so yeah. And the same can be said for the athlete's heart, but here remember the compensation is, instead of big dilated floppy heart, there is an increased afterload. So mainly the left ventricle is going to be dilated because, again, we're resisting the muscles. The lungs per se don't have striated muscles. They don't so you wouldn't have anything resisting them. So it's mainly going to be your left ventricle that's being hypertrophied. And yeah, the same principle there's an increase in your cardiac output here, and then but you'll have a fall in your heart rate to maintain that adequate amount of blood that's normally being pushed out physiologically.